Welcome back, Papa Phil. Here we are, dude. We're in the studio.
Feels good to get consistent again, kind of.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers at home all across the globe. Y'all are listening in like Australia. It's probably like a different date, and it's probably the middle of the night or something too. But welcome back to y'all too. Man, Phil, it's yeah. You said it a second ago. It feels good to like get back on track, get a little bit more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I'm committed to this thing, dude. We gotta get some more content.
Our lack of consistency is often me actually like posting them up.
Yeah,
but we're working on, and it kind of ties in with what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say.
We're working on the operational flow of getting the content out more.
The entire brand and organization.
Right now, our Instagram, Facebook, and the YouTube channel, it's all fairly consistent.
Right.
Content going out because of Lucas on the back end.
Thanks, OTG_Lucas.
Yes, who
hire him.
Who, if it wasn't for him, like we wouldn't get any content out because it's not really my favorite thing in the world to post on social media, to be totally honest.
Well, you can only do so many things at once too. You're also operating a gym. So
the thing about the podcast is we have to get the cards. They have to go to Lucas. He has to edit them. Then he has
back up. The thing about the podcast is these GoPros give us hell every time anyway.
But then you have to, once we finally get the GoPros going, we have to.
Which takes hours.
Uploading, and they're very long. Some of our podcasts are 30, 40, 45 minutes.
Of pure gold.
So it's it's hours of upload time, though.
Yeah.
And, for me to, sometimes I'll think about it and I'll get it going, and then I got to go somewhere, and I take my computer everywhere I go. So I close my laptop, upload stops.
Yeah.
And now I got to do it again tomorrow.
I got to restart all the way over.
Yeah. So it's just awful. But anyways, we're working on that stuff. Yeah,
logistics, operational flow of the brand and the business in general. But I just figured, so actually the beginning, or one of the first issues that I say issues, one of the first reasons why we got a little bit inconsistent was you're expanding the gym, which we've talked about lightly on previous episodes. Basically increasing square footage. Adding some equipment and same location, and you're going to change up the basically the operational flow within the facility, the physical, when you come in and train, what it looks like. So let's talk about that a little bit, Phil. Let's start off with just the expansion itself, kind of how much you've added. And maybe why, and then we'll get into the operational flow. And we'll just talk about how it's going to streamline the process and basically make experience for the clients a little bit better physically at the gym.
Sure. So, yeah, the past 3 years, we've been working out of 2,300 square feet, which 1,800 of that was gym. The other 500 being like bathrooms, office, kitchen, stuff like that.
So not a very big space.
Yeah, 1,800 square feet. It was definitely plenty to get the job done. But now, man, when you walk in there, and you're like, yeah, for the past 3 years, we've only been working on this much of it. And you're like, man, how did we get this done with 130 personal training clients?
Oh, yeah. Well, I walked in there today, and it's the first time I've been there since the expansion is complete, right? I've seen the process going on, but you're done. I mean,
except for bolting the racks down into the ground, right, to like finalize where they're going to go.
As far as like building modifications,
the construction,
construction's done, and everything is where it's going to be.
That's right,
for good.
Yes.
So the layout is done. So how much did you add? Man?
We added 1,700 square feet.
Oh, nice. So almost right at double.
The gym space itself is pretty much double.
Yeah. And you can tell when you walk in there, man. It's nice.
Yeah, it feels way better. Like it feels brighter. It feels more open.
Yeah.
We replaced even though the floors didn't necessarily need to be replaced, the new flooring that we got, it just looked different than the old stuff. So we went ahead and replaced it all. The new floor has like a white fleck, kind of glitter to it. Yeah. So it makes it more open. The mirrors wrap around the whole
now,
gym.
yeah, because they weren't on that. They weren't. So when we used to walk in on the right hand side was mirrors, left hand side wasn't.
Yeah, and we had stuff on the wall. So now with the mirrors, it gives it kind of like that infinity effect.
Yep.
Brings a lot more light. Like when the sun comes in, it reflects off the floors, off the mirrors.
Feels a lot better in there.
Feels more open, a little more comfortable, not so dark.
Yeah.
You know, which it never was, right? But it's even more so open and airy and comfortable now.
Feels nice in there, man. Y'all got to get in there and take a look at it. It's a really nice facility.
And all the equipment is new that we got, you know, just like it was before. We got a new step mill, new treadmill, weights, and, you know, racks.
Yeah. I know you got some more, you got a new, I think you can use it as a hack squat and a leg press.
Yep. So we got rid of the old leg press. We got two new ones. They're leg press, hack squat combination.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. And we now have an extra office space as well. So the office that I work out of is a little bit bigger, which is nice because now more room for, you know, clients to come in and feel comfortable. We can also take as much time as they need, you know, and not feel confined in like the little office space. And, they can come in. The office size we can make videos in the inside of the office, you know, and then there's another office as well for the if we have two things, like say one of our current clients is, you know, has some questions, they want to sit down with someone, and then we have someone new coming to the gym. There's a secondary space for them to sit down with someone as well and feel comfortable and not have to be like out in the gym.
Logistically works a little bit better.
Right.
So operational flow, I know you touched on it a little bit. So like when you're actually got trainers working with clients, yourself included, you're going to be able to, I guess, design
so there was a lot of thought put into the operational flow pretty much of the facility. And there's a lot of thought to making people feel comfortable and welcomed when they walk in. So like just an example of that, you know how when you go to a gym, LA Fitness, 24, it doesn't matter what it is. When you walk in, they have like a front desk.
Boom.
You know, you're immediately confronted with a sales pitch, sales environment. Can make people feel very uncomfortable, right? Well, what we did was we put the offices in the back. Because it's fitness first.
Right. I like that.
It's fitness first. And then, you know, that part, obviously it's part of it. We got to sit down and talk about your goals. You have to commit to it financially and all that stuff. But that's secondary. So the offices are in the back. So when you walk in, you walk straight into the gym. It's open and you're in the facility and you can see what's going on. You know exactly what you're getting into. You know, there's no, you know, what's the word?
Hey, talk to me and sign up now, and then you go walk on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, we're not trying to no intimidation,
right?
You know, and not no intimidation Planet Fitness, but no intimidation.
Because we're in there clanging and banging some weights.
So we're gonna be in there working, but zero intimidation from a sales perspective was our goal with that. And then, basically, the way that the gym is set up, and we could talk about this again later because I know we're gonna talk about the future kind of stuff, but our goal. And if you're listening, you don't know, we strictly do personal training. Now, all the clients do have 24-hour access to the gym. It's free. Gym access is free, and you can come to the gym as much as you want, but you have to do personal training.
Right.
And
so it's not a membership gym.
It's not a membership. There are no memberships. It's not something that doesn't exist, you know, with us.
That's intentional. It's
very intentional. Yeah, we got rid of memberships a long time ago to raise the barrier of entry to make sure that everyone that's coming to see us is comfortable in the facility. They're surrounded by people that they're comfortable with. And this is no offense to anyone that goes to a membership gym, but you know, there's a lot of people there.
That's just not who you're working with.
That's not the type of people that we want.
Yeah.
You know, we want someone that's committed and that wants to be there. And
you know, I think that whenever so let's back up a little bit. Your target, your goal is to help people.
Right.
And I'm not saying that there's not members of membership gyms that don't need personal training help. There's facilities that do both.
Right.
But your main target since the beginning has been to help people who usually are just starting and want some guidance.
Who want guidance.
Yeah.
They want their
They
hand
want
held.
the guidance.
They want their hand held through the process.
Yeah,
That's who
and
we're
it's
looking for.
important, dude, to get, if you can build a solid foundation.
Right.
So then those are the type of people that are in there working.
Yep.
Surrounded by other people who are in there.
That's right.
Working, right? And it's not you don't get, 10 people that just have a membership in there, pushing some weight, and with the newcomers that are trying to get coached, right?
Yeah,
it's not all.
It separates.
Needs to be separate,
so the newcomers feel better. And
I think that it needs to be separate anyway, because they're two different environments,
right?
And neither's better than the other. People are just at different stages.
No, and I was looking for a way that we could separate ourselves in the industry. Fitness. There's a lot of gyms out there. So what can we do to separate ourselves from everybody else? And that's that's a major way that we do that. And so as on the layout and the thought process behind it, basically the easiest way to think about it is inside of the gym, there are 4 individual gyms inside of the big gym.
Stations.
4 stations. You could think of it as stations. Yep. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's also a 5th station that you could call, that is where all of the you go to finish you do the last little bit of your workout, the metabolic piece of the workout. There's ropes and, the bikes and stuff like that. Sled. Yeah. And that's in the middle on the turf, because it looks real cool as well. That's really, to be honest, is a big part of it. It looks
pretty cool.
It looks cool.
Makes you just want to do it.
Yeah. The green right there in the middle. Yeah. When you walk in, but, basically each client has their own station to work out in.
Yep.
So whether you're doing, we offer private, which is one-on-one personal training, what most people are used to. And we also do what we call semi-private personal training, which is a very small group of 3 or 4 people at a time. It's still very personal. The best part about it, and everybody loves this, it gets the cost down. Personal training is very expensive. And unfortunately, a lot of people, it doesn't fit in their budget. But in a semi-private situation, we can still get very personal with the person.
Oh, yeah. 3 or 4 people.
Yeah. It's just as good as one-on-one personal training, but we can get the costs down for the customer, for the client.
Group of 100.
Yeah, it's not a group of 20 or 30 people, where you're just...
3 or 4 people is still pretty personal.
Yeah, it's very much personal training, but a lot more affordable. But anyways... the stations are designed for small groups of 3 or 4 people to work at a time in each one without ever feeling crowded.
Right.
And that's our goal. And because at no time do we ever do more than 3 private or semi-private personal training sessions at the same time.
Right.
That's not in our business model. So for all of our clients that have the 24-hour access to the gym, there's always an open station for them
to go work out at.
To be able to come to the gym and work out. And you don't have to you have to make appointments for your sessions, but there's no appointments for that.
Right.
You just come in whenever you want.
There's going to be a station open.
And there's going to be a station open. And obviously with the whole, everybody knows the state of affairs that the world is in right now. Some people don't care. Some people do care. Either side of your views, it's never going to be crowded where there's too many people.
Right.
In the gym at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of...
That's cool, man. So, and we talked about this a little bit today when we were talking about the dumbbells and everything. You're never going to need a piece of equipment from the other station because each one has its own.
That's right.
So it's not like, hey, we're working over here, but I need to grab those dumbbells or I need to grab that whatever piece of equipment. Yeah. You got your own.
Yep. You don't, there should be no, hey, you using this? We're trying to get rid of that because we do ask that, clients clean up between, when they're done. We have a very clean environment. Our equipment's not old and rusty and, it's very clean. It's very new, very fresh. And so we do ask people clean between. So it makes it easy to be able to do that. And there's no borrowing of stuff that's ever necessary.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. That's really cool. We were just unknowingly, you and I were just talking about that today at the gym. Mm-hmm. Went up there and did some Stairmaster because we are fitness and fitness is us. Actually almost died.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but
Yeah, cool, man. So expansion basically doubled the gym floor. Mm-hmm. You've got it set up so operationally it works very well, and logistically, like with the timing, like you said, you never have more. You always have an open station, 4 stations, and you always have one open for people who may not be personal training right in that moment, but come in to train. Or like, say if there's some people training and you're off at the moment and I come in, you and I will go train in the open area.
Yep.
You know, just an example of how it could be used.
Yep. And then you have the middle area where the turf is. It's 10 feet wide and it's a little over 40 feet long now.
Nice.
So, you know, you have a nice good runway there for the sled and open area, you can stretch or, you know, anything that involves a lot of moving around.
Yeah.
And you also notice too, even within the stations, there's a lot of open space.
Yeah. It's pretty airy, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room in there.
So something that I think a lot of, you know, gyms take for granted is they just think more equipment, more equipment, more equipment. Yeah, equipment is good and you want more equipment.
Yeah, you gotta have equipment.
There's something to be said for openness.
Yeah.
That is an asset.
Gives you room.
It gives you room. It makes people feel more comfortable. It allows people to be able to move around, you know.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of what we call functional fitness.
Yeah.
Meaning we want people to move around during their workouts, not just sit on a machine or sit on a bench.
And you know, some machines or exercises inherently need more space. And you cram it all together, you know, and then, you know, there's somebody right up on top of you because they're using a piece of equipment that's close to you. And, and it just kind of makes for a logistical nightmare sometimes. Yeah.
And I think our square footage now being a little over 4,000 is, you know, not huge by any means. It's not, you know, 24-hour fitness is like 20,000. You know, it's still fairly small, private, but it's big enough to be open and, you know, be able to move around.
Well, you know, last thing on this, and then we'll move on to like the next bullet point. Most important thing, y'all, about this renovation is those bathrooms, man. That tile, dude, it's nicer than my house.
It is. Sometimes I want to go to the gym just to take a shower.
Dude, it has nice bathrooms. Like, I'm not saying it's like all big so you can do like yoga in there, but like you walk in and it's high end. Like, it's like
so
nice tile, glass shower. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I don't even have, I got shower curtain. I don't even have glass in my house.
Funny story, real quick. I won't take long on this, but
you should take long.
The reason that we added the second shower, right? You saw that one. Yep. So we wanted to have a shower in each bathroom. And basically the contractor sent me some photos and said, hey, which one of these tiles do you want in the bathroom? And I picked out the tile, and I thought that the tile was only for inside of the shower. Yeah. So the next day he's in there working or whatever, like, oh cool. And when they finish, he's like, hey man, come check out the bathroom. Let me know what you think before I install the toilet and the sink and stuff. So I go in there, and the tile wasn't only inside of the shower, but he also like did the outside of the shower and the floors. And I was like, dude, this looks too good.
Yeah, it looks really nice, man.
I was like, this literally looks too good. So we dug into the budget a little bit and went ahead and did the other bathroom as well.
Oh yeah, man, dude, that's nice.
They were the plan was to only add the shower, and that was it. Yeah. But because it ended up looking so nice, we had to upgrade the other bathroom.
Man, they look good
as well.
Nicer than my house. And, I walked in there when I first saw that bathroom, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's very nice.
By the way, I used to shower at OTG Fitness during the freeze whenever Russia came to Texas, and we didn't have any water here. So shout out OTG for the showers. But yeah, for when you go in that facility, walk to that bathroom and take a look at that tile. Tell me it don't look nice.
I wanted to post some pictures and be like, I know you guys want to come here just for the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's got. Like, you know, everybody knows that Buc-ee's gas station has the best bathrooms.
Best bathrooms.
Well, OTG has the best bathroom. And that ain't no lie. You ever been to a corporate gym bathroom?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, dude, they're awful. People,
I know.
I'm not even going to get into it. Dirty. I'm going to use that one word, dirty.
Dirty.
Next topic. OTG has nice bathrooms. Other gyms don't, period.
Yeah.
That's the end of that discussion. Check them out. Tile's nice. Man, so other things that are going on at OTG Fitness. Well, hold on. Let me back up. I finally changed my Instagram handle to OTG.Darryl. I've been saying I was going to do that for months.
It has been a long time.
And it's something that literally takes 5 seconds that I just completely quit thinking about, right? I say quit thinking about.
Well, you think about it, you're like, all right, I'm going to get to that, and then you don't do it. It happens to me all the time. Don't worry.
So OTG.Darryl. But man, that was, I don't know why I was like shouting myself out. Because because I got like 100 trillion followers.
Oh yeah.
Man, so we got some. We're gonna. I don't want to say change, but we're going to start, I guess, utilizing and rekindling the OTG YouTube channel.
So OTG Fitness has its own YouTube channel.
Yep, that's where we post the podcast at.
Yeah,
now.
we post the podcast there. We post a lot of like exercise videos, stuff like that, strictly for the gym. And what we're thinking of doing is just kind of rebranding that, not necessarily OTG Fitness Webster like it is now, to just only the greatest as a brand in
period. Because that's what it is.
Because that's what it is. You know, OTG Fitness only
is kind of a branch.
Is a branch of only the greatest.
Yep.
You know, which kind of, I think we've had an episode about this, so I don't know the number. Maybe we should have that to reference people to, but.
Well, it was either 1 through 16.
Yeah,
was it 17 or 18?
Not a whole lot.
Somewhere in there, y'all.
But,
so it wasn't 1. Yeah. And it wasn't 17 or 18, so 2 through 16.
Yeah,
somewhere
so
in
you
there.
might as well listen to all of them.
Yeah, I got to go. Well, you probably already have.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
But yeah, so right now it's OTG Fitness Webster, and we're just gonna make it only the greatest. And
YouTube
because
channel.
it does have some momentum, it gets a few subscribers every week, almost one a day. You know, we post there twice a week usually, but one is like what's called YouTube Shorts, which is like Reels and TikTok. You know,
short
kind
videos.
of thing, short videos, and then there's like a longer form video. But the goal here is that you and I are going to really focus on making content, putting out videos on a regular basis, not just the podcast, but good long form videos, educational videos, helping people with their fitness, helping people with, you know, just feeling better, doing better, being the greatest version of themselves. What only the greatest is all about.
Yeah. Well,
And just start taking it more serious.
with the help
maybe.
of OTG_Lucas, who's a great videographer and what do you call editor? He does,
social media manager.
Social media manager.
Yeah.
He can manage out of some social media.
So I think at the end of the day, it's really just about you and I actually taking the YouTube channel serious as a part of our business, you know?
Yeah.
Which I haven't done in the past.
I don't know that I would use the word serious, but yeah,
using it, I guess.
spending some time utilizing the
time.
platform.
Yeah.
We got to invest some time into it. And, yeah, we're gonna do some workout videos, some cooking videos. We've had all kinds of ideas. My brain was firing on all cylinders one night, and I sent Phil like 100 texts about all the ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do some meal prep videos. We'll do some training videos. But what I'm really excited about is we're gonna do some challenges, and I'm not gonna talk about all the challenges because we're gonna do a lot of them over the next, probably 173 years, give or take, maybe 172. But we're gonna do a lot of challenges. But this kind of leads me into my next one challenge that I do want to talk about and kind of prepare the listeners and viewers for is our I guess it would be body composition challenge that we're gonna do. Is that what you would call it?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it because we're just gonna get DEXA scans. If you don't know what DEXA is, I don't remember what it's a acronym, DEXA.
I have no idea.
I know it. I just can't remember. It's long,
fancy,
and scientific.
Oh,
yeah. Mike could tell us.
Science. And shout out, Mike.
Mike's gonna come on the podcast soon.
Yeah. So, Mike, hold on. Let's talk about we're gonna get DEXA scans. Yeah, we'll talk about the challenge. Then we're gonna talk about Mike, and then
So we get DEXA scans on day 1, which I think is gonna be December 17th.
And so what the DEXA scan is gonna do is it's a really intricate.
It's a very light X-ray, actually. Yeah. The X in DEXA is for X-ray.
Yeah.
And it basically is the premium way to measure your body fat, muscle mass, bone density,
body composition as a whole.
Composition in general. They use it in all the scientific literature, you know, to measure.
It's the epitome. Like if you've had a DEXA scan, that is the most accurate.
That's right. It's like plus or Mike can tell us more about it, but it's like plus or minus less than 1%, where people use InBody or these little machine. You hold the handles in front of you. You know, those are plus or minus. Like, you know, you can do a test. It'll tell you you're 20% body fat. Do it 5 minutes later, tell you you're 25%. Yeah, which may not sound like much to you if you're listening, but that's a huge deal. Huge difference.
So we're going to go down. We're going to get DEXA scans. Basically, we're going to, in short form, we're going to get our overall body compositions. And what Mike's going to do for us, Mike's going to participate too.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to all three do it. And we're going to do 90 days. And at the halfway point at 45 days, we're going to go back and we're going to get scanned again. But that one doesn't matter.
Just a check-in.
And then at 90 days, we're going to go get scanned again.
And that'll be the final.
And whoever, by percentage, has improved their body composition the most is the winner.
It's an algorithm or formula that takes into account how much muscle you build and how much fat you lost.
Yeah.
So it puts everybody on an
level playing field.
Even playing field.
So if you're extremely obese or you're extremely lean, it works off a percentage of where you started versus where you are now.
That's right.
And so it doesn't give anybody an advantage or a disadvantage.
Yes.
For guys like me that are 317 pounds of pure muscle, that could be tough.
So that's going to take us, I guess, from the middle of December all the way to the middle of March.
Mm-hmm. Well, will it be March? Yeah.
January, February.
Yeah. March. Middle of March, give or take. So I think we're planning on, I don't want to give a hard date, but I think like December 17th, we're planning on the scan. I think
so. Yep.
And then we're going to bring Mike on, and Mike is the owner. What's his company name?
Live Lean RX Houston.
Live Lean RX Houston.
Yep.
And Mike's the owner?
Mike's the owner. He's
is he a physician?
No, but he to run a DEXA scan machine, you do have to have like radiography certificates and stuff. So Mike, I don't know a whole lot of his background. Mike, he's a highly educated guy. He was a data analyst. Yeah. He could tell you his story, but he went through a huge weight loss transformation. Yep. And it changed his life. And since he's a numbers guy, he left his career to open Live Lean RX Houston.
Live Lean RX Houston. And guess what? Good news is Mike's going to be on the podcast. Yeah. We're going to bring him on at the beginning of the challenge that he's going to participate in.
Yep.
So it's going to be me versus Phil and him and vice versa. We're all against each other, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to win.
I'm trying to think of what the stipulations are going to be.
Darryl winning.
Okay.
All right. That's the rules. But no, so Mike's going to come on the podcast, and we're anticipating that other than Jack, Mike's going to be our first guest.
Mm-hmm.
And then that kind of conveniently segues into the the second to last thing I want to cover, which is going to be the podcast. Obviously, we need to get some more content out there. We're going to be recording a lot more, but along with that, we're going to have some guests on.
Yep.
We have a handful.
I have some ideas for guests, and I think you do as well.
Yeah, we have a couple of commits, and then we have a couple of ideas, people we're going to reach out to and talk about coming on the podcast. And it may not be all fitness related. It may be business related. It may be life related. Just somebody with a cool story that we want to come on here. Somebody with a profession that we want to talk about. It doesn't matter. We're going to get some interesting folks on here to talk with us. We got a third setup, or we have 4 now.
We have 4. I bought 2 microphones, 2.
So it's me, you, and Jack
headphones.
Plus whoever we bring on.
We got to get a 5th.
For Jack. Yeah, man. If y'all didn't listen to episode 17, Jack's my foster puppy. We saved him from I think he was going to be euthanized. He's at a shelter, and he's in bad shape, but we saved him.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. This dude's he's over here living it up, dude.
That's right. He's napping right next to me.
Yeah, he's during a very important OTG podcast.
Wake up.
Yeah. But so Jack's in here with us, so we can keep an eye on him. But we're gonna start having some guests on, maybe even 2 guests.
I gotta set up before because I have a couple 2 guys that have a podcast as well. I was on their show, so that's really why I went ahead and got 4. So we bring those guys on.
Yep.
And
we'll still do our one-on-one shows or our one-on-one with Jack. But yeah, we're gonna start having some guests on. We're gonna try to grow the podcast and basically add value, man. Add value to people's lives with it. Same thing with the YouTube channel. I think the YouTube channel is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
we're gonna do a lot of challenges. We're gonna do some fun ones. We're gonna do some serious ones, and all of them I'm gonna win. So,
see, I'm not much of a trash talker, but. Yeah, we'll see.
Phil's not much of a trash talker, but you got to watch him because he is a sleeper. You think you're going to beat him at whatever the challenge is, and he comes to play ball.
I don't like to lose, though, so.
He's competitive. That's the perfect way to describe Phil. Yeah. Extremely competitive, but not a trash talker.
No, I don't like to.
I'm a trash talker, dude.
Yeah.
I try to win mentally before it starts. Doesn't work on Phil because I've been doing it since we were like 9.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, sometimes it works. But okay, man. So we got a lot of bullet points here, dude. the expansion, operational flow, YouTube, the challenges coming up, guests on the podcast, and last but not least, I don't know if you saw this one coming or not, but I wanted to talk about the brand of OTG and what. Let's talk about 1 year goals versus 5-year goals, and maybe even 10 or anywhere in that range. So where do you want OTG to be a year from now? Where do you see it? Where do you want it to be? And then where do you want to see it to be 5/10 years from now, or anywhere in that range? So we have a relatively short term, which is 5-year, and then a pretty solid long term, which is 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
I think 2022 is going to be a big year for the gym itself.
Yep.
Because we've done some things right. We've done a lot more things wrong. I think right now we're really trying to prepare for the New Year's rush. We have a lot of operational issues that it's all me. It's all my fault. It's all on me.
You have had in the past, but you're working through those.
We're still have that need to be addressed.
Yep.
And so just trying to figure out how those things can be managed in a low stress environment for our clientele. Because for the past 3 years, they all could just call me, send me a text, step in the office. Hey, can you do this for me? Yeah, no problem. I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to where that's not possible anymore.
Well, there's just a lot more. There's a lot more clientele.
There's a lot more clientele.
The business is growing.
It's growing. There's more stuff for me to do. Like this podcast is on my mind a lot.
YouTube.
YouTube. There's just more to growing than you see from the outside in. When you're looking from the inside out, it's just a lot more.
Yeah.
So a lot of these operational issues need to get figured out. These scaling issues need to get figured out. Staffing needs to get figured out. So I think 2022 is going to be the year that we get those things figured out. And then from there we can scale up because, we got the expansion done now. We can comfortably have 250 clients, I think, with the same staff we do now without having to have too much staff because, more staff, unfortunately, makes it a little harder on everyone. It's more communication. Our personal training and what we do in fitness, it's very dependent on individual clients. Everyone's an individual. So we want to treat everyone like an individual. The less back and forth between different people about each client's information, the better. So we want to keep a low staff environment and keep everybody on the same page. And how do we scale this thing up, to get to the next level, to have multiple locations, and, how to get it started fast because, it's totally normal, in the beginning, and I don't want to make this about money, but we didn't make any money for 2 years.
Yeah.
We can't have
grassroots business.
Yeah. You can't expect to that can't be a possible if we want to have it can't take 2 years every time.
Unless, Phil, unless you buy a franchise, you don't get a playbook.
Yeah.
That's right. You spent 2 years building the playbook.
Right now,
3 years.
I'm creating that playbook right now. A lot of it's built out, but I have some software that I'm using to help me create this playbook. And I'm really going to try to perfect that. So that way, if other people have an interest in having their own, if they love fitness and they want to try to make a career out of fitness, how can I give them this playbook and allow them to use only the greatest and the brand that you and I are really going to try to put out there?
Yep.
How can they use that brand to their advantage to have their own facility and pursue their dreams of helping, hundreds, thousands of clients in their own facility?
Nice.
And, for a while I wanted it to be a franchise, but I don't think I'm ready. I don't think franchise is the way to go. One, it's a lot of work. I don't know that I'm ready to put only the greatest in someone else's hands because in a franchise situation, it's all of them. If they fail, it's on them.
Yep.
I want to be able to step in and help out. So, right now, to be honest, I'm trying to get the playbook together and I'm really looking for the people that love fitness, that have obviously some type of financial wherewithal, and they have the personality, the management style, leadership mentality to be able to, in 2023, really put this thing out there and have multiple locations. Because my goal with OTG long term, I know we're talking short term right now.
So are you done with the short term? Because I want to kind of lay that out.
No, I don't think it's short term. The YouTube thing is definitely on my short term as well. And it doesn't have to be huge 1 year from now, but it has to be consistent. I want I want good quality content coming out on a consistent basis. But 1 year goal, the main goal is the gym itself, because the gym is how only the greatest becomes a household name. The gym is how, unfortunately, how we pay our bills. How, we need that.
It's a foundation.
As the foundation, and then everything else will come after. Yeah.
So a short-term goal 1 year from now, playbook is complete.
Yeah, basically. That's pretty much.
To wrap all that into one, the content is consistent between all, between YouTube, podcast, Instagram. We got consistent content, and the playbook is complete for
how to do all the operations. Like I have the playbook, I have the skeleton, how to do marketing, how to do sales, how to run training sessions, how to lay out your staff, how to sign up new clients, how to change their membership.
All the little things that people don't realize when they're starting a business.
That's right.
So 1 year from now, your book's complete. What about 5 years, 10 years, whatever you want to do?
Yeah. 5 years. I think 5 years from now, the goal would be to, when people think of personal training in Houston, OTG is the only thing that comes to their mind. Yeah. If you go to Google, no matter where you are in the Houston area, OTG is at the top of that list.
Nice.
There's
multiple locations at this time.
Yeah, should be multiple locations. The brand, Only the Greatest, has kind of established itself.
Yep.
Individual OTG Fitness, how they have individual, people leading each location who all branch some of their content, and they branch some of their success from what we give them,
right?
As a foundation, as Only the Greatest, we give each OTG Fitness the power and the opportunity to succeed.
Yep.
And that's gonna that's about, and that kind of, in the next year, I'd like to find a couple of those people who are interested.
Yep.
In something like that. And that will, because if they're running the individual locations and they have skin in the game, then they can do that, and it frees up my time to work with you and work with Lucas on really growing, Only the Greatest as a whole. And I think there's really no limitations.
So 1 year from now, the content's consistent and the playbook's built, and 5 years from now, there's multiple locations in OTG. Only the Greatest as a household name, especially in the Houston area.
In Houston, yeah.
And it has the reputation of being the premier personal training brand and facility in the area.
In Houston, yeah. We want to be the household name in personal training. Yeah. Yeah, in personal training in Houston.
10 years from now, we take over the world.
Pretty much. What's left?
Yeah. All right,
well,
man.
10 years, honestly, even 5. There's no reason in 5 years we can't have a small supplements line with very simple stuff, health related, the basics. Something that people can trust, something that works. And obviously there's stuff out there that
take that.
There's stuff out there now that works and that we use and I recommend to people, but wouldn't it be cool to have our own? And I do have an idea for one supplement. We have the shaker bottles, and I just want Only the Greatest to be, in their eye at all times, to just as a remember, like, man, I am great. I can be great, And
one-stop shop though, man.
Yeah. We could have apparel. We have apparel now, but it could be, online, not just in Houston. It could be all over.
There could be an online store. There could be, this thing could go on and on and on.
We have the greatest brand.
Yeah, it's only
the greatest. Yeah,
man. So really cool, dude. Man, we've been going for 40 minutes. Just shy of 40 minutes talking about the brand, where it's at, where it's going. So quick run through again, the expansion, operational flow, going to build the YouTube and the podcast platforms. We're going to do some challenges on YouTube. We're going to have more guests on the podcast. Those kind of coincide with building. And then we covered the 1 year versus 5 year goals, man. 1 year, we got the playbook built. 5 years from now, it's a household name in the greater Houston area for premier personal training. And by then, maybe there's a supplement line, maybe there's a clothing line, and an online store. You can get it in-house too, but an online store where you can buy those things, man. Very cool, dude. Very cool. So episode 18 is going to be a good archive.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good one to come back and listen to.
Yeah, we'll have to listen to it a year and 5 years from now.
Oh yeah,
that's the cool thing about the podcasting, YouTube.
Go back and look.
Yeah,
you can kind of reminisce on where you were at and how you've evolved since then.
Right.
So very cool, man. Anything else you did we miss something?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Well, guys, be on the lookout. There's going to be a lot more content out there. There's going to be a YouTube challenge of me dominating Phil and Mike. So you can watch me. You can watch the slaughter. That'll be coming up very soon. No, man. I'm coming to win. Don't get.
Oh, I believe it.
Make no mistake. I'm coming to win, but I just like to. I'm a trash talker, man.
Yeah.
I like to talk. I don't mean anything by it, but other than I'm gonna win. But no, man. I think it's gonna be fun, and I'm really excited about this brand, where it's going, dude. So yeah, y'all can come into OTG Fitness. Hey, come in and check out those bathrooms, folks. You gotta check them out, dude.
They're pretty nice.
They're very nice. Facility's nice, man. And I just want to congratulate you. I wasn't involved in the expansion, that was, really it was you leading the charge, and heading all that up. And I come in and say, man, looks nice in here. So, but yeah, man, Phil, you did a fine job, dude. Very proud of you. And, this brand's going to grow, dude. We're going to do this thing. So guys, give us a like, give us a subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's YouTube,
go over on YouTube, and you can listen on the podcast platform. There's some podcasts I like to just listen to, and then there's some I like to go to YouTube and actually watch them.
Yeah. If you're on the podcast platforms, for sure, reviews, because we really
5 stars.
We really do want to grow this thing. Yeah. Likes on YouTube, subscriptions on YouTube. Comments really mean a lot to us.
Give us a follow on the gram. At OTG nice. Phil.
OTG Fitness.
At OTG Fitness. At OTG Darryl. At OTG_Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you're OTG.Phil. I'm OTG.Darryl.
His is an underscore.
We need to get him. We need to get him to get that dot in there.
Yeah, I think the dot one was taken.
No.
OTG.Lucas was taken.
Lucas, don't make any excuses, dude.
Yeah.
You find whoever that is and you take it from them. Okay?
You heard him.
But yeah, guys, that's it, man. 42 minutes of fun. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, all the good jazz. Be on the lookout for the challenge. And, man, come back and listen to us. Like, subscribe, guys. We appreciate all y'all.